All right, everybody. So the Hangout is live. Last weekend we had some technical difficulty issues trying to get everything set up. The best way to view it is to be from a laptop or a computer. That way you can submit questions through the Google Hangout, and then I can answer them that way. What I think I'll start doing is just post early, schedule the Hangout early, and post it on Facebook, and then that way, if you're going to watch from a mobile phone or a tablet and you can't ask questions while we're live, you can ask them ahead of time, and I can look and see and make sure I'm answering any questions, because I don't want you to have questions and for them to go unanswered, because I want you to get the most results. So since trying to figure out all the technology and everything is so super connected, it's hard to keep it separate. I did post on Facebook earlier if you had questions to comment underneath there. And that way we'll get everything settled. But like I said, for next Sunday, it would be best if you're at a computer and can log in, and that way you can ask questions that way. So this week has been the first official week of the 8-week challenge, and I think it has been awesome seeing you guys in class, getting to help you guys learn some new stuff. We had our front squat max this week for those of you that were able to do it. For those of you that came yesterday to the 5K, awesome, congratulations. I saw some posts on Facebook. You guys were inspiring to be able to do that. Some of you guys were scared and you still did it anyways. So that is awesome. And then for those of you that stayed for the workout afterwards, we either did a hurricane or a strength session, and we learned front squat maxes. I'm going to go over this week the Warrior Tracker a little bit more again, and MyFitnessPal. Those are the two big things I want you to use to help make sure that you're going to be getting to your goals. If you're not using MyFitnessPal and you're using another app that tracks your food, that's good. If you haven't used it yet, if you've been meaning to set it up, log in and check it out. What are you waiting for? This is going to be the best way for you to get your results and make sure you're doing things. You can't manage what you don't measure. You're not measuring what you're supposed to be doing. You don't know what you're putting into your body. So I cannot stress this enough, and this is why it's now the second time I am talking about it, to make sure that you go and do it. We also have, for those that came yesterday, our Warrior books. So if you were there, you got yours. This is kind of what it looks like. My computer froze a little bit. There we go. Warrior Resource Manual. In it, it's got some good information. In the front, there's a letter. So you want to be a warrior and what it means. Then on the second page, you'll have your assessment. So the numbers that I pinched for you at the beginning, I've added in your body fat percentage, your lean mass, and your fat mass. So this is going to now, after I hand this back to you, this is testing you. This is your responsibility when we have the midpoint measurement and the final measurements. I have your stuff in the computer, but you have to bring your book on that day. I was asked, do we need to bring it every time we come to class? No, but also on the back side of that page, there is your Workout Warrior challenges. So we've done the sit-up, push-up, and then instead of the 500-meter row, we did the 150-meter sprint. Now, those of you that came on Saturday have a number up here in your front squat. So this next week, if you didn't do your front squat during one of the classes, at the end, we can work up to your 1 rep max on your front squat, and then also work on the next max challenge for that week. So you don't need to bring it every time, but it is good for you to keep track of some of your maxes in here along with the Warrior Tracker online. So have that if you want to. As far as the sit-ups and the push-ups and the run, I want you guys to practice those every week. So that way when the end comes, you're definitely going to be better than you were in the beginning. Practice makes perfect. So for that, I've also put that on the Warrior Tracker. I'll show you that a little bit later. I've scheduled it now for Sundays, and then I'll show you how to add it if you want to do it any other time, any of the other challenges. Awesome. Then it's got more information. The book has just got information, 10 commandments of metabolic training. Things like make sure you're resting. Here, the next page is very important, the Warrior 20. So if you're wondering what should I eat, here's the top 20 foods that you should be eating. And down at the bottom, you can't out-train a bad diet. Don't slack on what you're eating. Don't give yourself cheat days, cheat meals. What I tell clients is if you're eating good during the week and you splurge on the weekend, it's like taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. For the next 8 weeks, I want everybody stepping forward. So I don't want to hear about your little cheat justify it. I had the burger but not on the bun or whatever. Push yourself and see what you can do for these next 8 weeks. I promise you. The system works if you work the system. There's proven results out there from Training for Warriors. On here, this next page, some people don't work as well with a list, to find a list and figure out what do I do, what do I put together with it. So there's also this sample meal plan, and you'll be able to see in your book better, but it lays out, like meal 1 is just eggs, lean meat, oatmeal. It lays out exactly what you can eat, and you'll get results. And there's also some suggested supplements. There's a few more things. There's also cardio warm-up, some pictures for you to be able to follow. Warrior prehab, some nice stretches, an energy circuit cheat sheet. So this is helpful if you don't come to class every day. If you did come to class every day, that would be awesome, because I would get to see you and kick your butt every day. But if you don't, I wanted to make sure that you had materials available that you could still get good workouts in and not wonder what you needed to do. There's ones with pictures, and then here's some without, but they should be some decently easy exercise. It's showing up on my computer backwards. I don't know if it's backwards on yours. So you'll be able to read it, but there's space where you can write down your weights too on that. And then my favorite part of our little book is I put a calendar in there. And the calendar has the important stuff on it. So every Sunday, it's got our weekend wrap up. In here, down here is goals. So what I want everyone to do is write down here at the bottom, it's choose one, lose one. So I've talked about that in class. Choose one good thing you want to add and choose one bad thing you want to take away. It might be sodas you want to take away. It might be particularly bad food that you've been eating. Choosing one could be, I want to add stepping on the stepper for 30 minutes every day. Something good, and work on it. So it's got April, and then it's got May on here too. So April here, it's got our midpoint, which will be the 18th on that Saturday. And I didn't put it, but if you can't make that Saturday, you can let me know. We can measure you Friday evening or at another time. And then for May, another calendar. So another TFW Warrior Fun Run that is on May 9th is when that is scheduled. So for those of you that did the 5K, make sure you come and do that and see your time. And then if you weren't able to make it, put that down on your calendar and your schedule right now. Final weigh-ins, May 15th and 16th. And then here, May 17th, it's in there. We've got a TFW Warrior Victory Celebration. Time and location to be announced. It's going to be awesome. Each month, though, it's got that choose one, lose one. So each month we're going to reassess our goals and figure out what you want to add and what you need to take away. All right. There's also, for those of you that aren't going to do the MyFitnessPal, there's one sheet of a Warrior Food Log. You can make copies and write it down if you need to write it out instead of just put it in an app. And then here, I got a couple of the group photos from when we began. The easy day was yesterday, #Halusa. I don't think I explained it last week in the webinar, but I've explained it on Facebook if you're there. #Halusa, that came from Finland, our dojo affiliate in Finland. It's a Finnish word, and it means I got this. So at the end of a hurricane, at the end of a workout, even maybe at the end of your busy, long work day, and you're not feeling like you can do it, you can just yell Halusa and know that you can do it. Then in here, the session times, so you don't get confused on when and what's going on. And then starting next week or in April, this is the schedule. We'll be doing upper body on Mondays, and then lower on Wednesdays, total bodies on Fridays. So that's your Warrior book. You can pick that up next week when you come into class, and it will be awesome. I'm checking the Facebook periodically to see if anybody does have any questions on there. I'm not seeing any yet. So if you have a question afterwards, still you can ask it and I will get back to you. All right, I'm going to try now to use the screen share option. Some of you have had questions about the Warrior Tracker and about MyFitnessPal. I think some of you maybe still haven't logged on and created your login and tried it out. But if you have and you're confused, I'm going to try to do a little screen share. And let's see if I can kind of walk you through the Warrior Tracker and MyFitnessPal. So hopefully if this is working right, you should be able to see my screen. It's on the Warrior Tracker. And I've got here in the home, I've got this extra trainer tools option that you guys don't have, but on the home you can see this is on my computer. Your phone will look a little more condensed. So on here, there's the calendar. You can always go up to the next week and go back to the previous week. So monthly leaders is up at the top. Classes attended. Shout out to Libby Dominguez. She's been very good about logging into the tracker and making sure that she's hitting that attend class button and then hitting the login workout. So you can see who's up here on the leaderboard, and congratulations to them for coming to class and for logging it in. So if you're not logging in, make sure you do that every time, even if it's while you're in class. So there's an activity feed that you guys can interact with each other on. You can see when people put in their evaluation scores, and you can comment on it, you can like it. It's pretty cool. So on here, I scheduled the evaluation. This is what I was saying I want done weekly, is the sit-ups and the push-ups. If you click on it, you can hit attend class to say that you were there. This isn't an actual class, but on any of the classes, you would want to hit attend class first. And then when you click it again, you can hit log workout. What this will do is it should pop up a different screen for you to be able to put your numbers in. Up here at the top too, there's also news and announcements, and that's where I put things like the 5K coming up. And so make sure you look up there if there's any news I have out there. So here's the screen for the max push-ups, knee grabs. So I can do more than 5, I promise, but I'm just going to throw 5 in here as an example. And if I did the 150 meter in, let's go, 1 minute and 12 seconds. Why not? It's got it on there a second time if you did 2 sets. We've only been doing 1 set. In some instances, you do 3 sets with only 30 seconds rest in between. So if you want to test your stamina even more, you could do it and then rest 30 to 60 seconds and then do it again and see if you can get just as fast of a score. I'm only going to put the 1 in there. I can add a comment if there's something particular to know, or I can hit log workout. When I hit log workout, then it'll populate up there. I can go to schedule. Will also show this schedule. I'll go to challenges in a second, but if there's something that you've done that's not already on the Warrior Tracker and you want to add it, like if you want to test another Warrior challenge that you see, you can always go to here on your schedule and then add exercise. There's a pull down menu and you can pick. Let's say if you want to, I want to knock out some push-up burpees today. You could add in a bunch of push-up burpees. Or like here's our 8-week challenge. So if you're going to add an 8-week challenge score, make sure you do the one that says 8WC and not just a 1-minute knee grab, or it'll show up in a different spot. So if we go to challenges, we can look and see how everyone's done so far. So here, last time I tested putting numbers in, I put in a 2. This time I put in 5. So it's telling me, yay, I did 3 more. So that's good. Once you retest yourself, you can see exactly how much better you did. So here's our leaderboard for our affiliate. There's a couple options over here where you can toggle. You can see globally. And I think we're one of the few dojos that have even done the 8-week challenge testing in this way. So if you click on global, it doesn't add too many more people. Looks like some people in Mexico and I think some people in North Carolina have done it. If you were to go into someplace like the 1-minute chin-up that we've done globally, on a weekly basis, you'll be able to see a lot more people. You can also choose by gender or age groups. So back to our 8-week challenge. Affiliate, now we're on female. Any. We can see Ryan did 45 knee grabs in the minute. Libby also did 45. So you could kind of look and see and compare and see where you kind of add up. Now, if you did it and your number is not showing up here, that means you didn't input it correctly. You should be able to hit the back button on the schedule and go back and add it in. So make sure you can keep track, and that way you can see how much better you've done. 150-meter sprints, and then our is how you set up and use the Warrior Tracker. I'm going to go back to the home screen really quickly. Let's say I put in the wrong amount and I want to go back, or if you didn't do the run at the same time as you did the other ones. See, it already populated my scores that I did. If I go back here to this workout, it's green because I logged it in. I could redo the log, or I could delete it. It shows that I've already logged the workout. If I hit redo, then I can go back in and I can change the numbers that I didn't know updated. So that is the Warrior Tracker, and that's the main thing you need to know. If you're not on the Warrior Tracker, you should have been invited. Everybody should have been invited from their email. So if you're seeing this and you've not got the invitation, or you lost the email, I can resend the invitation or send it to a different email if you need. You just need to let me know. A couple questions I've had about MyFitnessPal also. MyFitnessPal here. My name is Jessica Davis PT, so I've got a couple friend requests. Some people are sharing it to me from Facebook, and with that option, it only lets me click use it from Facebook. So if you want to add me as a friend, you need to go into the actual MyFitnessPal app and add me, Jessica Davis PT, and then we can connect that way. So a question I get is, how much should I be eating? How many calories? How much protein? What should my percentages be? The main thing I've said about MyFitnessPal is it will undershoot your protein and overshoot your carbs. So when I logged in first the other day, after not logging in for a while, it had my carbs way high and my protein low. So I already went in and changed it. You can put in there how many pounds you want to lose, how many workouts. So I'm saying if I do 5 workouts at 60 minutes every week, then it'll tell me how much I need to eat from there. So this is again on my computer. I can also show you from your phone. Oh, you guys can ask questions if you need it specifically from that way. But on here, home, and then goals. If you click on goals, then that's where you get this screen that I'm on now. And I already clicked on it, so it might not let me. I'm going to hit change goals. And then from here, I'll be able to change the actual percentages. The percentages will vary individually. So I say the best thing for you to do is I'll give you a couple guidelines, but the best thing is to be really consistent with tracking it and with staying within the same percentage and to see how your body reacts to it. You will be your best judge. And it took me back to my home page. Let me get back up. Yeah. Goals. So figure out a percentage to do. I'll show you here how to change it. Change goals. Then what you're going to do is do that for a week. Be consistent with it. Log it, track it, stay as close as you possibly can, and you'll be able to see how you feel and how your body reacts. So guided is recommended, but that's not going to give us the ability to change what we need to change. So we're going to click custom and continue. All right. So right here, I've already got my 1,400 calories is what I'll be consuming because I work out and I'm active. So here it's got 40% protein, 30% fat, and 30% carbohydrates. And that's where it gave me the 105 grams of carbs and the 140 grams of protein. The other way I've told some people to do, really wanting to build some muscle, we need more protein. We're going to click on this and we can go 50%, and that automatically puts the fat down to 20%. Or you can do 45 and 25. If it's the healthy fat, then we're good. The other part that you have to look for and change, I think before I changed it, this one said almost 50 grams of sugar. I want that no more than 20 to 30. So I put 25 in here, but I'm going to try to stay under 20 if I can. So those are the main things I need you to look at, is that your protein is up. Everyone should be at least 100 grams of protein, if not more. It should be about 1 gram per pound of lean body weight, and you'll be able to know that when you get your books back. So I hit change goals, and then what it's done now is it's reset it. So, okay, now with the 50, 30, 20, it's saying I need 175 grams of protein. So change yours to either the 50-30-20 or even the 40-30-30. And then what you need to do is just log it for the week on your phone app. There should be a scanner, a barcode scanner where you can log in your eating, and it can even save meals and go on to the next one. So it should be pretty simple and easy for you to log in. So if anybody sees this afterwards too and they have more specific questions about how to do all that, just put it on that post that I shared underneath it that way. So I stopped the screen share more about the Warrior Tracker and MyFitnessPal and your Warrior book, because those are important things to know. So I just want to leave with just a little tidbit of information. I still have gotten no specific questions on Facebook, which I guess is good. So hopefully you guys know what you're doing. And you guys are going to rock it out. If you do have any questions, just let me know, of course. Some of you might have found, once you decided to live a healthier lifestyle, once you decided to start working out, cooking your own food, that there's obstacles. I know I've seen some on Facebook. If you are at work and your coworkers don't follow the same healthy eating, you will have temptations. And so I just want to stress that obstacles are not put in our path to stop us from getting where we're going, but more to strengthen our resolve and show us how bad we want to get it. So don't think of these obstacles as something that's put in your way to stop you and cause you to stumble, but for you to feel more triumphant when you overcome them. The biggest thing is going to be, like I've said a million times before, is pre-planning. Have your food ready to go, your snacks ready to go. Luck favors the prepared. So if you're going to be successful, you have to act successful and be successful. Be prepared and ready to go. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you come to classes next week. Make sure you get out and do something healthy today. If you haven't already been outside, it's a beautiful day. Go for a run, go for a jog, and make sure you log in the Warrior Tracker. Make sure you upload your MyFitnessPal, get everything ready for the week, and cook your healthy meals. And until next week, I look forward to seeing you in the gym. Bye, guys.